7 herbs that are helpful in cancer. There are herbs that can prevent cancer and support cancer treatment. Herbs can support cancer treatment and prevent cancer development. In this video, you will learn what these herbs are and how to use them to protect yourself from cancer or support its treatment. Here, you will learn about the traditional use of herbs in cancer and its prevention, as well as the use of these herbs in folk and Chinese medicine. You will also learn what scientific research says about the anti-cancer properties of Chinese tea. Let's get started. Natural cancer treatment with herbs. Walnut in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prevention. Action of walnut leaves. Walnut leaves act in the following ways: strongly bactericidal, antifungal, detoxifying, cleansing the blood, inhibiting milk secretion during lactation, tightening mucous membranes, inactivating toxins, anti-cancer in the initial phase of the disease, anti-inflammatory, lowering blood sugar levels, reducing membrane permeability. Healthy products from walnut leaves. Walnut leaf infusion. Pour 2 cups of boiling water over a tablespoon of dry, crushed leaves. Cover and brew for 15 minutes. Strain. Drink half a cup 3 to 4 times a day. Ringwork plant in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prophylaxis. Zinc composition. Ribwort plant and leaf contains tannins up to 6,5, mucus, pectins, mineral salts, including zinc and silicon, organic acids, flavonoids, aucuban glycoside, bitter, carotene, vitamin C. Plantain action. Water extracts from plantains stimulate the production of interferon and viral antigens in the body. Interferon helps protect against viruses and those cancers that are caused by oncogenic viruses. Ribworthy plantain products. Plantain leaf decoction. Pour 1.5 cups of warm water over a tablespoon of dried plantain leaves. Heat to boiling. Then cook covered for 5 minutes. Set aside for 15 minutes and strain. Drink 2 to 3 times a day, half a cup each. Common hops in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prophylaxis. Actions of common hops. Hop products have a calming effect, increase menstrual bleeding, stimulate gastric juice secretion, stimulate saliva secretion, reduce the tension of smooth muscles of blood vessels, intestines and urinary tracts, destroy bacteria, inhibit the activity of the cerebral cortex to a small extent, but still, improve appetite, sometimes prevent cancer. Therapeutic goals of common hops. In addition, hops can be used as an aid in the case of cancer, liver, stomach, lungs, gallbladder and after surgical procedures to remove the cancer. Products from common hops. Hop cones infusion. Pour a tablespoon of dried, crushed hop cones with a glass of boiling water and leave covered for 15 minutes. Drink 2 to 3 times a day, minus a third cup, half an hour before a meal. John's wort in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prophylaxis. Ingredients of John's wort. Marigold has been shown to have anti-cancer effects. John's wort contains essential oil, carbohydrates, flavonoids including rutin and quercetin, tannins, choline, phytosterols, phenolic acids, vitamin C, carotene, hypericin, saponins. Actions of tea. John's wort. John's wort has some anti-cancer effects. Contraindications to the use of John's wort. Due to the phytohormones it contains, John's wort should not be used by people who use hormonal contraceptives. The compounds contained in John's wort may reduce their effectiveness. In addition, when using products made from John's wort, do not sunbathe or use solariums, because John's wort contains photosensitizing substances. John's wort products. John's wort infusion. Pour 2 tablespoons of John's wort with 2.5 cups of boiling water. Leave covered for 1 hour. Drink half a cup a day, 2 to 3 times a day. Marigold in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prophylaxis. Marigold composition. In marigold flowers you will find substances such as carotene, bitterness, essential oil, saponins, mucus, phytosterols, mineral salts, phytoncides, resins. Marigold herb contains saponins, phytosterols, salicylic acid, mucus. Action of marigold. Marigold has the following effects. Bactericidal marigold destroys Staphylococcus and Streptococcus. Fungicidal, anti-inflammatory, calming, anti-ulcer. Anti-cancer, prevents cancer of ulcers and post-operative scars. Colipoidic, diaphoretic, weakly diuretic, spasmodic, regenerative, protective, healing. In addition, marigold induces menstruation and reduces menstrual pain. Therapeutic goals of marigold. In addition, marigold can also be used as an aid in the early stages of cancer. Marigold products. Marigold flower infusion. Pour 1.5 cups of water over a tablespoon of flowers and brew covered for half an hour. Drink 3 times a day, an hour before meals, for inflammation of the stomach and other organs of the digestive system, menstrual problems, and too weak bile secretion. You can also use this infusion externally to cure skin inflammation, varicose veins, scars, and other problems. Nettle in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prevention. Nettle composition. Some scientific studies prove that nettle helps protect the body against cancer. Nettle is rich in many nutrients. In nettle herb you will find, for example, up to 21% protein, 18 cellulose, 2-5 fat, significant amounts of calcium, iron and potassium, a lot of carotene and vitamin C, as well as vitamin K, B2 and pantothenic acid, up to 5% chlorophyll, organic acids, flavonoids, amine compounds including histamine, acetylcholine and serotonin, trace amounts of essential oil. In nettle root, on the other hand, there are mucus substances, phytosterol, waxes, mineral salts. Nettle effects. Nettle increases the number of red blood cells, slightly lowers blood pressure, improves food absorption, has a relaxing effect on the smooth muscles of blood vessels, increases the amount of hemoglobin, stimulates the production of bile, prevents mild diarrhea, facilitates digestion by stimulating the secretion of interferon and antiviral antigens. It strengthens immunity to infections and protects against viruses including oncogenic cancer-causing viruses, stops bleeding, increases the secretion of gastric juice, destroys bacteria, prevents hair loss and strengthens it applied externally, slightly lowers blood sugar levels, reduces excessively heavy menstrual bleeding, improves granulation, promotes epithelialization, adds energy, stimulates the pancreas to secrete enzymes, improves metabolism, works diuretic, positively affects the sweat and sebaceous glands, prevents hemorrhages, nourishes. Nettle products. Nettle herb decoction. Pour 2 cups of hot water over 2 tablespoons of herbs. Boil covered on low heat for 5 minutes. Set aside for 15 minutes. Drink -2/3 cup 2 to 3 times a day to improve digestion. In case of anemia, detoxify the body and increase the secretion of urine and pancreatic juice. You can also give this same decoction to children to strengthen their resistance to infections. Younger children can drink 1-2 teaspoons 3 times a day, and older children 1-2 tablespoons. Chinese tea in cancer treatment and anti-cancer prevention. Scientific studies on the therapeutic effects of Chinese tea. Researcher H.W. Chow from the National Cancer Research Institute in Bethesda, Maryland, has shown that drinking several glasses of tea a day can protect against stomach cancer. It has also been proven that tea inhibits the multiplication of liver cancer cells. In addition, some studies suggest that drinking tea can help protect against prostate, breast, lung, pancreatic, stomach and colon cancers. For example, studies by Dr. S. Gupta and his research team from Case Western Reserve University in Ohio have shown that green tea can help treat prostate cancer and reduce the risk of death from it. This inhibiting and preventive effect is probably related to the presence of catechins and phenols in tea. Ingredients of Chinese tea. Tannins 8-18, caffeine, catechins up to 4, fluorides, carbohydrates, purine alkaloids, cellulose, protein, gums, polyphenols, trace amounts of essential oil, vitamin C, Some B vitamins, vitamin K contraindications to the use of Chinese tea. Due to the presence of caffeine, tea should not be drunk by people who suffer from the following ailments: hypertension, insomnia, trouble falling asleep, hyperactivity, neurotic disorders, arteriosclerosis, glaucoma, old age. In addition, excessive tea drinking causes a deficiency of vitamin B1 and microelements such as iron, magnesium, and calcium, as well as selenium, zinc, copper, manganese, and cobalt compounds contained in tea inactivate vitamin B1 and bind the above-mentioned mineral salts. Tea treatment according to Chinese medicine. According to the Chinese, green tea is a panacea for many ailments. Among them are high cholesterol, colds, liver diseases, high blood pressure, obesity, diabetes, stomach problems, sadness, cancer, and many other diseases. The Chinese recommend drinking a cup of tea 3 times a day. Pyrchala jo pinadostpni estu machinia,